Jason's Deli, but more importantly, we're not isolating anymore. God, that's exciting. Mal got a sandwich and I got a sandwich because that's what you do here. The other thing you do is get free ice cream, which I'm really excited about. Mine's big. You made yours like an inch tall. This is a real one. It also got all over my hand whenever I made it, and
the others didn't, because they had a reasonable sized ice cream.
It's fine. We came to the store to get mat board. The other day, whenever Haley and I went out to take care of it, they didn't have like the tiny mat boards, so Mal said we should just get a big mat board and she'll cut it.
Yeah.
And you can cut this with like a knife.
I need a bandsaw, so we need to go to Home Depot next.
The frame is 9x12.
9x12.
That's the frame. So I guess you start there. I grab the actual frame. This is the frame. I have never explained what it is that we're doing. We're doing a cool gaming art project. If I say it, it makes it sound like we're making something.
It's exactly 9x12?
Yeah, that's the frame. Yeah. Really what's happening is we're framing an old video game advertisement. And I don't even remember how I found this, but I was on eBay for something and I stumbled across a ad for Earthbound that had been in an issue of Nintendo Power, and someone had, taken it out of the magazine and was selling it on its own. And it was only like $15 or something like that. It was pretty reasonable. And I was like, that's a pretty inexpensive way of having, what is, if you want to call it official Earthbound art or an Earthbound advertisement up on the wall. And I thought that was really cool. And I have the complete collection of Nintendo Power magazines, but obviously I have no interest in like cutting stuff out of those. That's not what I want to do. So the fact that someone was just selling it was really convenient. So I bought it. So this is an old ad for Earthbound from Nintendo Power, and we're gonna frame it. It's interesting because I didn't know that this sort of thing existed, and then I started looking into it, and there's a lot of people on eBay that are doing this sort of thing. So if you have an old video game, that you really like, and getting, I don't know, like more official art from that would be very, very expensive because, if you want like an Earthbound poster, those don't even go on sale on eBay ever. And when they do, they're $1 jillion. Getting an advertisement that you could just frame, it's a much cheaper alternative. So it's something to look into. And I thought that would be really, really fun to do. When was the last time you had to cut a mat, Mal?
Maybe when I taught.
I was gonna say, I bet it's been a while. Originally, I was going to just have a place do it, but like it is cheaper to do it yourself. And when Mal offered to do it, I was like, well, if you're offering to do it, I'll just let you do it. The one thing Mal can't do that a place could do is the bevel cut, but will that actually matter? Probably not. It's probably fine. All right. So do we need to test this by throwing it in the frame?
Yeah, that would be best.
Okay.
Perfect.
Really? Mm-hmm. Good work.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So now...
Gotta cut this?
Yep.
Half of 7.5 is what?
3 3/4.
3 3/4, okay.
Oh my goodness, Mal, it's a mat.
It's a mat. It's a
very
very skinny mat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Let's put it together.
Okay.
The best part.
Is that your favorite part? Mm-hmm. Oh, this ad specifically is not from Nintendo Power. This one must be from
Game Players?
GamePro or something? Because it said Genesis, and I'm like, there wouldn't be a big thing for Genesis So that's actually not from Nintendo Power specifically, although there were ads for Earthbound in Nintendo Power.
It's like the foam core grew. It's like not fitting in. Like seriously. It's a little bit of a fuzzy right there. I don't know if it's worth it to pull it back out. I think it's fine.
I think it's fine, especially considering that like this entire thing was a very inexpensive project. Like between the cost of the ad itself, the frame, and the mat, like $50 maybe. So it really was not very expensive to do. And if we were having like a professional place to deal with it, which maybe it was worth it just for the effort, it wouldn't have been that much more either. It would have been like, I don't know, an extra $10, $15 at most. So check that out. That looks good, Mel.
Yeah. You putting it in your office or?
I don't know where to put it.
Not tabletop. Breakfast stream? Like above Kepler's food?
I don't know where to put it. That's the part we got to figure out. Ooh, maybe a little to the left. Yeah.
Height good?
I think the height's good.
Okay.
That looks about where you
Nail?
would put something. We decided to put it up here, next to the game room in the loft. Initially, I was thinking that we would put it in the guest room because that's the only other place we've hung art. But it looks nice up here. So sure. We did it. You did it, Mal. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, now there's something up here. You'll see it every single time you come up the stairs. That's cool. I really liked this idea. Again, anyone could do this for any game. You know, the advertisements on eBay were like pretty inexpensive, so it's something that you could do without having a big, investment. So maybe at some point I'll look into doing this with something else. The other thing that you could do, which are pretty plentiful, are the posters that came with the Nintendo Power issues, but there was never an Earthbound one made, which I always thought was strange, but cool. All right, well, that's that. Thanks again for getting them out and cutting it and everything. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?